Alright. So I go up to Jamie Foxx and I say, "Hey, Mr. Fox." "Oh yeah, hey, you did a good job." "Yeah, anyways, I just want to take a picture with you." And then all of a sudden, you know, like the fan mode came on. He's like, "Oh yeah, well, I mean, alright, whatever." I'm like, "Damn, Jamie." And then she saw Seth Green. "Oh my gosh, Seth Green. And then it's pretty much the same thing kept happening over and over. I can't be friends with them anymore. She ruined it. Damn you, Jamie.
You can't be friends with Jamie Foxx and Seth Green?
Well, maybe. Maybe in the future after they forget or something.
Speaking of your audition, how did that process happen?
So usually you do like a pre-read, which is you go and you just read for the casting director. It's like the gatekeeper. They see if you're good enough. And so I went and auditioned, and then I think I went back one more time the same day. And then the next audition was with Catherine, the director, and then we had a bunch of improv sessions where she just mixed and matched a bunch of us that were left, and just had us improvise for like hours. And after a while, you just start running out of stuff to do. And then after that, the next time, so I auditioned like a ton of times. And the next time was actually with Kristen and with pretty much whoever was going to be cast is the humans. Like Michael Welch was there, and Christian was there, Anna was there. But then there was some other kids that they were putting in and out, and we just did the scenes and did some improv, and then yeah. And then I was up for another movie, and I thought I was gonna go do that, and I didn't even think about Twilight. And then I got a call saying I got it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go work with Kristen Stewart. She is beautiful. Have you guys seen Into the Wild? Jeez, yeah, she's amazing in that.
I'm sorry. He's 28 years old.
I'm 28, y'all. That's how I roll.
And I know that this is nerdy, but I'm like, dude, he's 2 years younger than me. That is so hardcore awesome. Did you have any idea when you took Twilight that it was going to be as huge as it's become?
Of course not. There's no way you can ever predict something like that. Even if you did Star Trek, well no, Star Trek you probably could. But even if you did like, I don't know, Halloween or something, a huge movie that has a huge following, sometimes they just flop. They just don't, even though it's based on a book. Look at Aragon or Aragon, or you know, all those like movies based off books. It's a huge gamble. You just don't know. So, and so many movies fail. I've been in so many movies that have never seen the light of day, or have and just never got any attention. So, I mean, I'd say, yeah, I had absolutely no idea.
Is there a difference between the process as far as working with this studio as opposed to the other studios that work with? Because I know you've worked for Disney, and was it different working in this environment?
No, it just felt like any other film I did. It was very organic and ran into the same type of problems you do on any film. It was pretty like standard.
Right.
The only thing that was not standard was a bunch of the Twilight moms were there, and a bunch of other people, and MTV would come, and ET, and I've never been on a set where before the movie even came out, they started doing interviews, and people were taking pictures, and you know, I just was not used to that. So I was like, whoa, I guess this is, but in terms of filming, it was the same.
Right.
Dude, this mic, it's just so echoey. Every time I say anything, I hear it twice. It's like, yeah, it's good. Anyways.
Kind of makes you feel like God a little bit. you know, you can hear yourself coming back to yourself.
God. I know.
Is there any television show that you're kind of excited about right now? Do you watch much TV?
I don't, actually.
So more of a movie guy.
I'm more of a movie guy, but I saw the first season of True Blood, and I heard it's like amazing this season. I heard it's off the chain, so I gotta check that out. And then one of my friends, Charlie, is in that show Hum. He's like one of the ugly children. That so sucks if like, if I was Charlie and I was explaining what role I play in you know, Huff, and I go, oh yeah, I play one of the ugly children, that would suck. But yeah, so I need to watch that because I heard it's pretty good. And also, I haven't seen the new, and it's like the series finale is like next week, right? For everything, for all three of them, for Entourage too. Yeah, so I haven't even seen a single episode of Entourage this season. On demand, I know. I just go mooch off my friends.
That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
So, are you really into music as well, or?
Yeah, I'm a huge music guy.
Any favorite artists or groups or anything?
I'm into a lot of indie folk, like Amos Lee. You know, actually, I'm really into a lot of girl singers these days, like Rachel Yamagata, Priscilla Ahn, yeah, Nico Case.
How do you find new music?
Usually through friends, like referral through friends, or you'll just be hanging out with people and they'll just be like, hey, have you heard of blah, blah, blah? And you'll be like, no, so you go and look them up and you find out they're amazing.
Excellent. All right, we're gonna open it up to you guys, so if you guys...
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, I feel so static.
It's just you and I back and forth. The mic is right up here, so if you wanna come up to Lil...
Ask me anything you want. Anything.
See, guys, he's giving you...
So we usually screen questions, so are you saying you don't want us to screen questions this time?
Okay, maybe a little bit.
Well, it tends to be a boxers or briefs kind of situation.
That's fine. Boxes.
Well, that too, but do you read comic books?
I used to when I was a kid. I haven't read any comic books recently.
If you could play any comic book character in a movie, who would you play?
It kind of sucks because it just got done. I really wanted to play like any of the guys from Dragon Ball. But they just butchered that thing, man. Thing sucked. But yeah, you know, Goku or Yamcha, any of those guys I'd love to play, yeah. Vegeta, damn it.
You could be in the Ninja Turtles movie.
I know, if they did like a direct remake, I could play, what's his name? Kino?
Oh, in the second one?
Yeah, in the second one.
Sorry, I'm a nerd. I've seen all of them.
I love that movie. Yeah. Cool.
I see you chewing candy, so what's your favorite candy then?
My favorite candy is 100 grand.
I love those.
Yeah. Chocolatey nougats. Caramel with nuts.
Hi, on the director's commentary on the Twilight DVD, Catherine talks about an incident where your roommate had to mail your shirt to you.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. So what I wore to the audition is what I wear in the movie. You know the first scene where I come in and I'm wearing that suit with the tie, that's what I wore in the audition. That exact same thing. And so I show up to set and she's like, where's your outfit? And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? She's like, I thought you were gonna bring it. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that I had to provide my own clothing. And she's like, where is it? Where is it? I'm like, it's at my apartment in LA. She's like, does anyone live with you? I'm like, my roommate. She's like, call him right now and tell him to overnight it. And I'm like, okay. So I had my roommate overnight it, and I wore my own clothing for the movie. Which sucks because I can never wear that suit ever again now. Because they think I'm going to convention.